All right, today we are diving into a system that's designed to completely change how you manage your life, not just your schedule. It's called the Rapid Planning Method, or RPM, from Tony Robbins. And you know what? It all starts by shattering one of our oldest habits.
So let me ask you this. Have you ever had one of those days? You grind it out, you check off every single thing on your to-do list, but when your head hits the pillow, you just feel empty. Like you were busy, sure, but did you actually make any real progress? If you're nodding along right now, trust me, you are not alone.
And that feeling, that's what we're going to call the to-do list trap. Because here's the thing, the traditional way we've been taught to organize our lives, it's just not built for the world we live in anymore. It's fundamentally broken.
And this quote, it just hits the nail on the head. We get so wrapped up in the doing, in the movement, that we completely forget to ask ourselves if we're actually achieving anything that matters. We're confusing being busy with making progress.
So, look at this. This is the huge mental shift we're talking about. The old way, on the left, is just this endless, stressful laundry list of tasks. But the new way, it's about having a crystal clear focus on the one result you truly want. See, one path leads to stress, the other leads to clarity.
Think about it this way. Using a simple to-do list to manage your life today is like trying to run the latest video game on a computer from 1985. The hardware just can't keep up. The system wasn't designed for the insane amount of stuff we're all juggling.
And that brings us to maybe the biggest takeaway of this whole thing. The problem isn't that you don't have enough time. No way. The real problem is a lack of clear, focused direction.
You know, they teach race car drivers something pretty wild. If their car starts spinning out of control, they are trained to do one thing. Look at the track where they want to go, not at the wall they're about to hit. Why? Because you will always steer the car in the direction you are looking. And guess what? Our lives work the exact same way.
So let's get specific. Focus is the ultimate power that shapes what you feel and what you experience, moment to moment. Whatever you focus on is what you feel, and it's what you move toward. It's that simple. Focus on your problems, you'll feel stressed. Focus on what you're grateful for, you'll feel joy. Your focus literally creates your reality.
Okay, check out this story. It's a perfect example. You have a woman who's been told she has a terminal brain tumor. Her focus? Maximizing every single precious moment she has left, and she feels incredible gratitude and joy. In that very same hotel, you have a man whose focus is on the fact that his beautiful suite doesn't get enough direct sunlight, and he feels nothing but frustration. Same place, totally different worlds, all because of focus. So if focus is the steering wheel of your life, how do you grab a hold of it? The answer is by the questions you ask yourself. Your questions control your focus. And that old system, the to-do list, is built on one really bad question. What do I need to do? The second you ask that, you're already in a state of stress and obligation.
So that's the problem. The old question is broken. What's the solution? Well, that's where the RPM framework comes in. It's a whole new system of thinking built around asking three much better questions.
First up, R. This stands for results focused. The very first question you have to ask is, what is the specific, tangible result that I am absolutely committed to getting? Not what are the tasks, but what is the outcome? You need to know exactly what the target looks like before you do anything else. Then we get to P for purpose-driven, and this is the big one. Once you know your result, you ask why. Why is this an absolute must for me? This is your emotional fuel. This is the reason you're going to push through when things get tough. Your purpose is everything.
And only then, after you have your result and your purpose locked in, do you finally get to M, the massive action plan. This is where you ask, okay, what's my map? What do I actually need to do? See, the to-do list is the very last step, not the first.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually use this in real life without getting totally overwhelmed? Well, that brings us to a really powerful skill called chunking.
Chunking is super simple. It's just the art of taking a giant, scary project and breaking it down into a few smaller, more manageable pieces, or chunks. It's how you turn a mountain of complexity into a few simple molehills so you can actually get results without all the stress. For instance, let's take planning a vacation. The old way looks something like this. A massive, anxiety-inducing list of a million tiny little tasks. Just looking at this is exhausting, right? It feels like a second job. But now, look at the RPM way. Instead of that list of chores, you chunk all of those tasks into three beautiful, inspiring outcomes. This isn't a to-do list. It's an adventure. Which one makes you more excited to get started?
It's a no-brainer.
All right, enough talk. Let's make this super practical. Here is exactly how you can create your very first RPM plan like today.
It's just 4 simple steps. First, you chunk your life. Just pick 5 to 7 key areas, like your body, your career, your family. Second, for each of those areas, define one specific result you want in the next 90 days. Third, and this is the important part, write down your purpose, that powerful why we talked about. And finally, just list 1 or 2 super simple actions you can take to start moving. And that's it. You just created a blueprint for a more focused, fulfilling life.
And look, if you remember just one thing from all this, please let it be this. Reasons come first, answers come second. When you have a powerful enough why, a strong enough reason, you will always find the how.
So I'm going to leave you with a question to get you started on this right now. Forget about your to-do list for a second. What is the one result, not task, but result, that if you could achieve it this week would be an absolute game changer for you? Whatever just popped into your head, start there.